because I want to try it with everything. Hi guys, welcome to SamzTown. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe down below and welcome. Today we're gonna make flan again. I know, we've already made flan once, but that was chocolate flan. This is just flan, and it's pumpkin flan. I came home and we had pumpkin puree, and mother said, "Do you think we can make flan out of this?" And I said, "1 second, please." So I quickly researched and put together a recipe that called for pumpkin puree, and we're gonna make it. See you in the kitchen. Let's go. So I'm going to start by making the caramel first, and I'm going to set my temperature to medium low, and I'm going to use this small saucepan to melt my sugar in. I'm going to add the 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice. I've never tried this before, but I'm sure it would be so good. And we want to add just enough water to moisten the sugar. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons. Now I'm just going to mix it. And you want to be careful because you don't want it to splash on you because it's going to get really hot. And also you want to make sure that it doesn't burn. I'm going to keep stirring until all of my sugar is dissolved, because what we want is for the sugar to completely dissolve and turn a golden brown. But this is going to be tricky because we added the pumpkin spice, and as you can see, it's already kind of brown. So we have to pay close attention and make sure that all of our sugar is completely dissolved and that it's the right color that we want it to be. It's going to take about 8 to 10 minutes, so we have to be very patient, and you have to be very careful because it's going to get very, very hot. So I'm just going to keep stirring away. I'll check in a sec. So it looks like we're ready, guys. As you can see, it's already boiling. So we're going to go ahead and turn off our stove. And we're going to carefully, I can't stress this enough, carefully pour it into our pan because I don't want you guys to get burned, okay? So just be very, very, very careful. And you want to make sure you spread it evenly across the bottom. And that's it, you guys. Our caramel is ready. We're going to set it aside so it can cool. Meanwhile, we put the rest of the ingredients together. So we're going to add our evaporated milk first. And the good thing about making flan is that you can just throw all of the ingredients into the blender and have the blender do all the work. And then you're done. Then we're going to add our sweetened condensed milk. I found this pumpkin spice flavored one, but if you can't find that, the original is fine too. Then I'm going to add the eggs. I'm going to add 4 to this recipe. Sometimes I add 3 depending on what I'm making, but you don't want to add too many. There's some recipes that call for 6 eggs. But if you add way too many eggs, your flan is going to taste very eggy, which I'm not a very big fan of. So try to stick to less than 5. Then our pumpkin puree. Next, I'm going to add the cream cheese, and I bought pumpkin spice cream cheese just to add some flavor, but the cream cheese in the flan is going to help your flan be creamier and richer. I'm also adding unflavored jello to my flan because it's going to help with the stability of it, so it'll help it come out thicker. And I'm going to add vanilla so it can enhance the flavor. And of course we're going to add pumpkin spice because we want to make sure to be able to taste that pumpkin. Perfect, now we're ready to blend. Make sure that when you're blending, you blend for about a minute just to make sure that everything is mixed in well. You see how smooth it is? This is how we want it. Just make sure everything was blended well. Now we can pour it into our pan, and every time I'm going to pour it into the pan, I use a spoon to help me so that one, it doesn't splash everywhere when I pour it in there, and also just so that it can land smoothly and won't move any of the caramel at the bottom. Don't forget, we're going to bake this in a water bath, so I just went ahead and grabbed this pan because it was big enough to fit my bundt pan in. And we're going to make sure to put boiling water in there. I'm going to add a little bit right here on the counter, but I'm going to add the rest when I put it in the oven, just so that it'll be easy to transport over and I won't spill anything. I want to say there's about an inch worth of water in there, so we're all set. We're just going to let this bake for about an hour before we check it again. Okay guys, so it's in the oven, and sometimes the flan calls for it to be covered with foil paper, and then other times it doesn't. I didn't cover it, and I put it in for about an hour. My estimate time is about an hour to an hour and a half, so I'm putting it in for an hour. I'll check it, and then if it needs more time, I'll cover it with the foil after that and put it back in. So, oh my gosh, it smelled amazing before I put it in, so I can't even wait to see how it smells when it's actually baking. So, let's let it bake, and I'll see you in a little bit. So it's been in the oven for an hour, and as you can see, it's not ready yet. I'm kind of shaking the pan a little bit, and you can see how it jiggles. It's not ready yet. And I took it out because I'm going to cover it with the foil paper. See how it's kind of cracking on the edges and it's a little darker on that side? I'm going to cover it because I'm going to put it back for about another half an hour, and I don't want the top to burn. So it's been 30 minutes, and let's go ahead and check to see how we're doing. Be careful because it's hot. Oh my gosh, it looks so good, you guys. It's ready. So now I'm going to let it cool on the counter for about an hour before I can take it out of the actual pan. My camera wasn't recording when I did this, but basically I ran the knife around the edges so that it'll be easier when I take it out of the pan. Okay, so now be careful because you're going to flip it, and we want to make sure that it comes out fine. All of our hard work, we don't want to ruin it. fridge overnight and it's amazing. Look. Oh my gosh. Look at this. How good does that look? Who's ready to try? I am. Ready? Oh my gosh. Yeah, look, let me get some of these pecans because I want to try it with everything. You guys. Oh my god. This is so creamy. It like melted in my mouth. It is creamy. It's smooth. The caramel is so good with the pecans. I really like the addition of the pecans. It really adds. Oops, sorry. You can taste the pumpkin for sure. And it's not like too much pumpkin, you know? You know how sometimes it's too much pumpkin? This is like just enough pumpkin. And the pecans and the caramel. It's not overly sweet either, so that's good. It's so good. I can't get over how creamy it is. This is good. I wasn't sure if it was going to turn out good or not because I put together the recipe. But it is good. And I'm so glad that it's not too sweet. And it's perfect like this. It's good. I like it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope you guys get to make it. And if you do, let me know. Tag me. I want to see how it turns out. I bet Mother's gonna like it. She's gonna try it too. And also don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, or all of the things down below. But thanks for watching. And I hope you enjoyed. And see you later. Bye. I'm gonna go eat my flan. I'm back, guys. Sorry. I had Mother try it and she's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. She said, I even think this is better than the ones you've made before. Anyways, see you later. We're gonna go and eat some more flan. I don't know what to do now with my arms. What do I do? Okay. Yes. Hi guys. Wait, where's the camera? Okay. I feel weird because my arms are just like not showing my hands like this. Part of our little group that we've got. What does that even mean? Hit that subscription. This is a mess. I don't know how to start it ever. Extra shirt. Fuck. Weird. How do I say it? Okay. Oops, sorry. We were missing a couple. And I said, 1 second. Yay! And put together a recipe. So we went to the store. Sorry, I kicked it. For a recipe like. Hi again, guys. Okay, apparently we can't fork it. Fork it? Is that even a word? Sorry, my nose was itchy. I'm gonna go keep Turn my nose to Gigi. You're a mess. Thanks for coming, guys. See you later. And we're gonna go keep eat our flan. Yay!